Well, certainly a lot has been going on in the world of politics, and we talk national. Joining us now in studio to discuss the public advocate race, New York City Council Speaker Corey Johnson's State of the City address and Women's History Month. We welcome now District Leader of Assembly District 82, Part B, Marjorie Velazquez. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hi.
Good to have you back.
Great being back. I love here.
I love having you too. Listen, we talked a little bit about the president. That's national news. Let's get on the local front because there's a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes.
You've got Corey Johnson, and he's made his State of the City address, talking a little bit about the MTA and control. Let's walk through this and give me your thoughts.
I mean, it's time, right? We have mayoral control of the schools, so why not have control of the MTA, our own subway systems, our own buses? You know, there's so much lost with this MTA board and so much state control over it that at the end, we're not listening to the people of the city. And it's not fair. It's not in our hands. The decision-making is left to the state, and it's not fair. They're not heavily involved. They're not taking the trains like we do here in the city. And it's forcing a lot of people to go and take Ubers, and we're spending more money on Ubers, on Lyft, and all those for hire vehicles when in reality, give us a better system.
Right. Well, on the other side, though, you've got people saying, listen, we've given you the school system, and the school system still has a set of flaws, and a lot of challenges still with the school system. Why put the MTA in the hands of the city?
Because we actually can control the budget and we can actually make real substantial changes. I mean, look at what happened in the 2nd Avenue line, and it's taken forever, right? So actually, let's put forth two things, right? We really need to make sure that we're making it easier for construction, right? Right now, construction takes forever. We're not holding those developers accountable, right? When you have these contractors out there and then they make a mess, you can't take out the contract. You can't stop the contract immediately. And that's what holds us back from construction, because the state controls that. So why don't we just give it back to the city to control the construction of each line, right? I mean, like, it's just taken too long for just one line. And when we can invest those funds into actually making it easier for folks and actually cleaning the tracks and hiring more folks to run the train system. You know, it's a whole pattern, and it affects us all. It affects our job choices. It affects our commute for school, our school choices, and we really need to expand. We are a city that's united by this transit system that's just failing us.
In other news, other big news, this time last week we were breaking the news about who won in the race for New York City Public Advocate. Jumaane Williams comes out head and shoulders. You had two Bronx candidates that were actually there, Melissa Mark Viverito and Michael Blake. Give us your take on why was Jumaane able to pull this off?
Well, if you think about it, he ran for 3 races back to back to back, right? He ran for city council in 2017. At that same time, he was also running for speaker. Then he ran for lieutenant governor in 2018. And so shortly thereafter, running for public advocate wasn't too hard. And his name being in the news continuously for 3 years actually meant something. The name recognition does mean something. And he had a lot of support. I mean, Brooklyn County went really all out for him. And it really meant a lot to his win.
Mm-hmm. They said, if looking at numbers, if you combine Melissa Mark Viverito's and Michael Blake's numbers together, they still wouldn't put up to Jumaane Williams' numbers.
Correct. And that's the benefit of name recognition, right? Having your name out there and running a statewide race, which he did, actually benefited him in a long way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to be talking a little bit later on in the show about Women's History Month. I know you got some things you want to share.
Oh, I know. I mean, like, my heart was actually for the public advocate race for a woman to win, because Tish James had done such a great role. You know, we right now have no women citywide representing us, and that's a problem. We only have 11 women representing us in the city council. That's a problem. We need to have more women running for office within the city, within the state as well. We need more representation.
How do we go about doing that real quickly? I know
you know me.
I need a whole show for you for that.
Yes, it's getting involved. I mean, to think that only 9% of people showed up for a public advocate race. It was a citywide race. We need to do better. We need to go out there and vote.
But reality is, I mean, 9% is a bad number, but reality is special election, and New Yorkers sometimes really are not tuned in to special election. We have a hard time focusing on the general election, much less a special election.
Right, but if you don't vote, then you're losing your voice. And you know what? You can't allow that to happen, because that's how people like Trump end up in office.
Yeah. Things to look forward to. You got your eyes on the radar for coming up. We have what
So this month is Women's History Month, so there's a ton of events. There is one on Friday at Fresco's Cantina in Queens that is out and about. There's one on Saturday through Eileen Turner. She is a designer, and she's actually having a council member, Helen Rosenthal, speak as well. So, I mean, I can definitely send it to you guys so you can spread it around. But this month definitely has a lot of events. March 14th, the City Council will have their Women's Her Story Month event as well. So definitely lots of events, and looking forward to one that's coming up too in the Bronx with amazing entrepreneurs coming out. And you know, we have to give back to our women-owned businesses.
That's right.
You know?
Marjorie, well, that's why we bring you in. Thank you so
Thank
much for coming through.
Great seeing you.
Marjorie Velazquez. Listen, got more show for you. Got to take a quick break. We're going to be back with more Open. Stay with us. We'll come right back right after